All right, hello everyone. I've decided for the sake of time that we could go through this process, um, you reading your copy and I reading it out loud to you, and then you can work on your own. So this is going to be our next writing exercise, lesson 8, explaining a process. So let's begin just by understanding what it is we're going to do here. Informative writing does exactly what it intends. It provides the reader with information. This type of writing provides the reader with information that is educational, inspirational, or practical. Can you name different kinds of writing that give you information? How about encyclopedias, nature magazines, newspapers? These are designed to inform you. Bible study guides help you understand the Bible better. Instruction manuals tell you how to program a VCR, work a calculator, or operate a machine. Cookbooks explain step by step how to prepare various foods. Textbooks fill your head with information about math, grammar, science, and history. Biographies tell you about the life of another person. Craft books, carpentry books, or art books teach you how to make or build or draw. One type of informative writing is called explaining a process. When you explain a process, you tell your readers in a step-by-step manner how something is done. You might wish to help readers understand a process with which they are not familiar, like how paper is made or how tomatoes go from field to grocery shelf. This type of writing is simply meant to educate. On the other hand, you may want to enable readers to follow your steps and perform the processes themselves, as in making a sandwich or playing a new game. In this case, you must write clear, specific, well-organized details so that no step will be missed or performed out of order. That is really, really important. The following student example may give you an idea of how to add interesting detail to a seemingly ordinary task. So this is a young man who just simply described how to fold laundry. And he named it Laundry Time by Nick, age 13. Laundering is quite a simple task. By the way, do you notice in the first sentence that we have a participle? Laundering is quite a simple task. To begin, sort dirty clothes into stacks according to light or dark colors and heavy or delicate fabrics. Second, check for spots or smudges that will need to be briskly scrubbed with stain remover before washing. After selecting the appropriate water level and temperature cycle, load a pile of laundry into a machine with half a cup of liquid detergent to begin washing. Next, transfer the soggy heap into the dryer. Choose the optimum heat and drying time, and add a fabric softener sheet for longer lasting freshness. Finally, when the electronic buzzer sounds, remove the soft, warm garments. Quickly fold them and replenish your empty drawers immediately. Satisfied and delighted, stop and smell the laundry. I hope you noticed as we were reading along that, as I said, we started with a present participle. We also have sequence words, right? We have to begin, second, after, next, finally. And then we also have paired adjectives in our final sentence, right? Satisfied and delighted, stop and smell the laundry. So everything that you have been asked to use up to this point in terms of varied sentences, you're going to continue to be asked to use. So think about this example when you go to write your own. So now you have to choose a topic, okay? This lesson will teach you to write a paragraph that explains a process. Follow the directions carefully. If you have trouble thinking of a topic, you could write about how to wash the car, the dishes, or the dog. Prepare a simple dish, like pancakes or an ice cream sundae. Play a simple game. Make an easy craft. Treat a small cut or scrape. Perform a household chore. Make a simple repair. Sharpen a pencil. Choose to write about a process with which you are both familiar and comfortable. Go through the process yourself. Have one of your parents take pictures of you as you perform each step. Important, print the photos soon. You will need them when you write the final draft. Imagine that people are interested in your topic. Think of a broad question they might ask, such as, how do you cook scrambled eggs? Or how do you play pin the tail on the donkey? You're going to write the question that you have in the question box on the process planning worksheet, which is 8-5. Recall the steps you performed as you went through the process. On scratch paper, write them down in order. See if you can break down the process into 4 main steps. Write these steps in boxes 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the worksheet. Note, you might not have 4 main steps. It just depends on what it is you're explaining. Now think of how each of these steps can be divided. Okay, so really take this seriously, these different steps here. How each of these 3 steps can be divided into 3 smaller steps. Write these steps in the remaining blanks under the appropriate main heading. Note, sometimes you might only be able to list 1 or 2 smaller steps, so you don't always have the opportunity for breaking a bigger step into smaller steps. Important tips. Do not give exact measurements or other such details. Do not list every single ingredient, supplier, procedure, just the important ones. And do not write what the reader can assume. For instance, it isn't necessary to mention using a knife to slice an apple or tying a knot in the thread before clipping it. Brainstorm for additional descriptive details on 8-6. Okay. You're not going to worry about 8-3 right now because that's when you go to write your sloppy copy, which will not be today. And 8-4 the same. Instead, 8-5 is your lesson process planning worksheet. So this is where you're going to write your broad question and then 4 main steps. And then under each of the main steps, you want to think about 3 smaller steps. How can you break your bigger steps into smaller steps? We will then move forward to look at 8-7. So ignore 8-6 for the moment, and we'll go on to 8-7, which is arranging in time sequence order. So you are just going to, this is a skill builder. It's not, you're not going to take what you've written and transfer it here. Instead, you're going to order these sentences in a logical order. So day 1 asks you to number each group of sentences in time sequence order. So you're just going to do the first set, 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences, and order them in a time sequence order. And then the second set of sentences, which starts with each player can carry. So only do day 1 activity, okay? So that's where we're going to start. That's what we'll accomplish on Tuesday. You should accomplish this on Tuesday and submit 8-7, this first part of your skill builder, and 8-5 to the folder by Tuesday evening, okay? By Tuesday evening. All right, very good. Talk to you soon.